Hey there, good morning. If it's morning where you are, if it's not, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is where you are. I've been busy. Yes, two cauldrons, not just one, just two. Been a little busy since last episode. Just taking care of some things, doing some mining, and I got the micro lava farm up and running, so we don't have to worry about getting coal in these things as much. All we need is a couple of buckets, so that's pretty nice. And we got some good stuff. We got a bunch of redstone, we got some diamonds, and we got some of this cobbled deep slate, which is something we've been needing, and some andesite. Just trying to build up our reserves for our builds here. And I'm just going to clear up some inventory space here real quick. Clear up some inventory space real quick, and we'll head back over to where we've been building at. While we're here, can anybody tell me why this doesn't work anymore? I click the thing, and I usually click shift and double click, and then it'll just throw them all down here, but that doesn't seem to work anymore. No matter. And decide I want to get rid of this gravel here. And throw our bones and these arrows in here. I don't think we're going to need the granite yet. On some of the new blocks, these deep slate blocks have been really nice. I've used them a couple of times for roofing and things like that recently, but we don't quite need those just yet. We mainly just need these stone blocks. Do we have any more cobblestone? Oh, I do have cobblestone. So we'll take some of that. And smooth stone as well. We also have some tough mixed in here, some cobble, andesite. Let's grab some polished andesite too. Right now, we're going to take these spruce planks with us. We'll probably need those, and I think that's it. I think that's it for now. This rain. I'll come back to you when the rain is done. All right, we're back. And the rain is done. Which is a good thing. If you remember from last build, we worked on this frame. We got all the flooring and stuff in. And so today we're going to be fleshing out a little bit more of this with our walls. And kind of where everything's going to go. Doors and openings and windows and stuff like that. And so, yeah, we're going to flesh a little bit more of that out and get something that actually resembles a building. So we're just going to get some of these walls fleshed out a little bit. All right, that will be highest part of this section of building, I think. We'll probably adjust that. Right, so just looking at this, you know, my drawing based on what I'm building, it's just not going to look super correct. So I'm going to adjust it just a little bit to better fulfill our needs. So there we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall there. This one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. So we'll kind of get a general feel of what the building's going to be like. Come over to these ones. This one's going to be 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the same thing around the doors. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the same over here. All right, now this will go up to about 9 blocks tall in the middle of the roof. Ouch. There we go. Make that a floating pillar. And it'll get changed. You know what? We're gonna leave it. Leave it all the way down. And then we'll come across over here. And same thing over here. Right. And eat some food so we don't die. The tallest part of the building is going to be this room over here. And it's going to be quite a bit taller than... So it's going to be quite a bit taller than the rest of the house here. This is going to be kind of the one of the focal points of this building. We'll have another focal point further along in this. Oh boy, and we're died. That's number 6. If you're counting. Yeah, so it's pretty high. It's going to be a pretty tall build. And before my next great leap, I must regenerate my health. There we go. Oof. There we go. And the back of this building is going to come down way further than this. It's going to come up level to the top of this middle building here. But with that, we are now out of stone. Yeah, I want to go get some more stone bricks, and I'll come back to you. And one broken pickaxe later, and nighttime. We're going to go over here to go to sleep first. Ooh. We'll take that, though. Any lava yet? No. Almost forgot about our kelp. We got a little kelp farm thing going on here. It's going to be about 9 tall. So 1. Come on. Come on. Come over here. Sit. Right there. So we kind of have our wire frame done here. We don't have a roof or anything on it, but these are at least the walls. And to be really honest with you, a lot of these blocks are probably going to be swapped out for different ones. We really want to get just the overall feel of the place more than anything. And so, yeah, this kind of just gives us a bit of scale as to how big it's actually going to be. So if we go back here up in our tree, so it kind of gives you a sense of scale of how big this thing is actually going to be. It's going to be pretty good size. At least these lower parts, there's not going to be as much in them. This upper part, this bigger part here, though, will likely have a floor, maybe 2 floors in it that we can play with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one's right. That one's right now. Okay. So, would be really, really helpful. Some scaffolding. See, sometimes at this point that I have trouble with builds. Because I'm like, all right, cool. Now we have a list of things to do on the house. And so I get a little paralyzed sometimes in this stage. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over and grab that spruce wood and the dark. Oh, what's it called? What's the dark cobble? It's I don't know. It'll come to me eventually, but the darker cobble tiles, deep slate tiles, to do the roof in. Another egg. Do we get a chicken? No chickens. Yeah, spruce and some of that deep slate. I was going to grab a chest while we're here. That way we don't have to keep coming over here for things. What happened to my deep slate tiles? Was that something that we lost in the lava? I'm thinking we may have lost that in the lava. So can we make some more of that? Yes. Out of the deep slate tiles. So we have our smooth, that. Some tough, some andesite, some cobblestone. Is there anything else we need? I mean, obviously there's more things that we need because once we get over there, we'll realize, oh, I forgot this. All right, we're back. We're just going to put a double chest down here really quick. these things out of our inventory. At least for the moment. So now I think what we're going to do is we're going to work on the roof here. And just to kind of get something in here and then basically color in the lines from there. And so that's kind of what we want to do. So I like to do is to go ahead and do the roof in these stair blocks first, because then it gives us a general shape of what we're looking at above all. And this, we're going to put, not dirt, but we're going to put the spruce on the side of this. So it's going to be an overhang off of the roof here. This just to kind of give us an idea what the roof slope can look like. And this one is pretty straightforward for what I need. Just stairs. Really, really simple, really basic. And then we can add more detail to the bottom of it afterwards if we want to. But this is going to basically, and we'll be able to put our wall in here. And then this, we can take this out as well. This is just kind of to show us what the roof line is. And so if we come over here, now this roof line is going to be a little bit different because it's not as extreme, but we have to go a few blocks out still. And so for this one, we may do something like this. Where it's a little less aggressive. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Let's go like here, something like that. It's a little less aggressive. And so we can go back over here now and kind of take a look at this and see where it's at here. I think I may drop this down one more. Oops. Fortunately, we only have to do this roof. Like, we only have to figure this little part out once. And then once we figure this part out, it's a little bit easier from here. And here. So I think on this side, it's such an aggressive slope over here. But then we have over here where it's not as aggressive, but we still want it to go down with everything. So here's what I propose we do. I propose we take that out and put another stair here. So it can still be that more aggressive look without as much there. Yeah. This looks nice. And then this here will be taken out. And that's kind of our roof line. We can adjust this a little bit here. I just don't quite know what's going to fill this gap just yet. So it's a little tedious. But once you get the hang of it and get the kind of general feel of the buildings you're building in the area, it makes things a lot easier. It took me a long time to figure out how to build an actual building. How to build an actual building with shape. So, do I like the shape of that? There. Nope. And even just with that, we can get a really good feel of how this is going to look. And we can go up higher up here and take a look at it as well, to see what we think about it. And that may be something that we do Ouch. And this is why we need scaffolding. And maybe we'll go grab some off camera. Can I reach it from here? There we go. So now we have our general roof shape here for this side. Let's run over here real quick. We'll take a look at it from a little bit of a distance and so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's kind of the shape we're looking for that section of the roof there. This next part is actually going to be facing, the roof face is going to be facing us instead of facing that and that direction. So we'll have to take a whole new angle to take a look at that one. But I like how this looks. I think I'm going to add one of these cobbled deep slate blocks in the middle here, and then that'll kind of be our general look. So pop that in right there and pop this in right there. Okay, and that'll be this roof line. Have I been making the wrong thing this whole time? How do I make... Hold on. Okay. There you go. New roof. So we can put the side bits in now. Put some of the side bits in now. Take that off of here. And so you could do this a couple different ways. You could just put an extra stair on it to bring it down one more step. I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to bring it down a half slab here and call that good. And then we'll add a little, we'll add some detail and stuff to that. And I will show you how I'm going to do that. And then we'll go ahead and bring this over here like that. And then you could either parallel these, or if you wanted to add a little more to it. I think for now I'm just going to because your wall is actually going to be set in one, and even here we can add that little extra bit there. And so your wall is going to be inside of here, coming down the inside. So there you go. And we're going to take that out, and then we're going to do the same thing over here. Do that on this side here. You. It's another fun trick I like to do. I like to do overhangs on the roof like this upside down, because it just adds a little bit of depth to the actual to the roof line. One that you may not notice normally, we can start putting in some of our walls. And if we want to change, let's say these out, we can. I'm partial to how this looks, but if you want to change, yeah, you can change anything you want as you're building, and it's not going to be a huge deal. So now we can get the wall in here, and the wall is going to be a mixture of a couple of different blocks that we have available to us. And it's going to be these guys here. Our main three are going to be the andesite, tough, and polished andesite. And then we're going to mix in some of these cobblestone every now and then. just to give it a different feel. I'm not really gonna do. There's not really gonna be a huge rhyme or reason to this. We'll fill in these gaps after we get kind of this wall put in here. And one of those. And one of those. Okay, here we go. Now we got a wall. We have some gaps up here that we can fill in. I don't know. Let's see. That's a slabby slab there, so we may leave that one for now. Can you see? Yeah, you can see it. Let's see. Can we take it out? Can we take out this without causing problems? Yes, we can. Throwing andesite up there. All right, so there's kind of our wall. We use different blocks to texture it out, add some depth and interest to it. Just really helps the atmosphere a little bit. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our windows in here. And for this house, the way I've drawn it out is this is a really big window right here, and then we have a smaller window right here. Different things. And then on this wall here, we'll have basically the 3 windows underneath here. And I haven't quite decided if I want to leave this or not yet. I haven't quite decided what I want to do with that yet. So we'll get some more of the build done, and then we'll kind of go back and be like, do I really want this, or do I want to change it out? I like the framing of it, but you know, as you get going in the build, you're going to change your mind. You're going to change your mind a lot. And that's perfectly normal. And originally I thought about doing a single window on each one, but I think I want to do a double window on each one of these. Right. Come in here, grab that stuff, and yeah, that's that. And then this back side, it's going to be very similar to this side here. And you know, it may look really, really busy right now, and it kind of does, but once we get more stuff built into this thing, it's going to feel more natural to have that amount of stuff on here. I think we're going to take that out, swap it out for an andesite. There we go. And another thing to consider too is, you know, if you're going for realism, like where the darker block's going to go best at. You know, they're going to go best like down below the windows, or they're going to go best on a corner or on an edge. You got to think about like where the rain's going to fall at, things like that. And you can really go into a lot of depth into figuring out where you want to put the different blocks and where it just makes sense. What are you doing? Where it just kind of makes sense for different blocks. And so, you know, you just gotta you gotta just play around with them. You gotta play around with them and figure out what's gonna work best for you. What was that? There's just a little particle right here. Oh, is that the is that tough or andesite? Is that gonna leave particles all the time? Oh, I hope not. I haven't decided if I want this to be a 2-wide window or a 1-wide window. My drawing, it's a 2-wide window, but I don't know if I'm digging that 2-wide or not. Anyway, we got one roof in, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And it looks nice. It looks nice. Let's I took this tree out because it was in the way. Get some schwappelins from it. Get out here too. There we go. Yeah, let's jump back here and take a look at this from a little ways away, and we kind of see how it looks so far. We're gonna head up here. Hello, cow. Are you a mountain cow? Oop. Missed the jump. Still missed the jump. Yeah, there we go. We can get a look at that. And we can change things as we go. That little block right there doesn't make me very happy. So I'm going to go down and we're going to get it changed out to something a little more, it fits a little better in here. And we might even just, yeah, we're just going to take that out entirely. Ooh. There we go. I like that much better. You know, we may make some changes yet, but that kind of gives you an idea of how it's going to look. And that roof looks great. I may ultimately end up changing that over to dark oak wood at some point, but we'll kind of get the rest of the build in and see how it looks before we start making any big changes like that. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it looks so far. So between episodes here, I'll get the other wall put in and I'll get some glass made up and stuff to put into the actual windows. So this will actually be a space that we can do something with. And next episode, we will get this next chunk done here and possibly even this little bit here. So, but that'll be in the next episode. For now, I think we're going to wrap up episode 12 with this. I hope you enjoyed. If you are enjoying these videos, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the like button and click the bell button too. It'll tell you anytime I upload a video, which is pretty cool. And I upload shorts every now and then too. You know, if you enjoy that sort of content as well. So thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot, and I'll see you next time.